Saya record dulu ya. Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, selamat pagi, salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Well, how are you today, class?
I am great.
Sleepy, sir. I'm so great to be
Fine.
Yeah, hopefully everyone is fine. Right, the topic for today's discussion is on the need analysis. Yeah, need analysis, the importance of need analysis in material development. And then I think everyone have already submitted, and not everyone, but a few of you, I mean, some of you have already submitted the assignment, and then I try to check one of yours. Saya coba cek di sini, salah satu di antaranya adalah ini hasil karyanya Termutis Paulina Renyan yang sekarang izin. Yeah, this is the assignment that you have to do, to finish, to accomplish. After reading the material for meeting 4, answer the questions based on your experience of learning this material. Number 1, find out some important glossaries. Ya, sama seperti kemarin. And seek the meaning of those glossaries from the topic of the importance of need analysis in material development. And then number 2, why do you think that need analysis in material development is important? Yeah. And then the final one is number 3, make a summary of meeting 4, the importance of need analysis in material development. The summary should be 3 pages at most paling banyak ya. Paling banyak 3 pages. Remember to turn in the summary for a week from the time assignment is uploaded. If you think that the assignment is late, so you have to, to send it late. It's quite all right, no problem. Asal late-nya jangan sampai next semester ya. Next semester is going to be, benar-benar late ya. You don't get the record, something like that. And then, okay, that is the glossary from Termutis. I don't know from you, from the others. Need analysis, apa itu, syllabus design, aptitude, and then action and operation, institutional need analysis. Oke, ini ada institutional need analysis, ada juga harusnya tidak institutional saja ya. Lawannya institutional apa? Institutional analysis berarti analysis that is used to analyze the institution. Yeah.
Large group.
Ya. Kenapa Pak Sigi?
Ya, institutional needs itu in a large group mungkin gitu.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. The main important thing is to discuss today is this one. Why do you think need analysis in material development is important? Yeah. Let's start from who wants to say something first. Kenapa kok penting? Menurut Termutis, jawabnya mana ini? Why? Ini langsung summary ya. Ini mungkin ya. Probably this one is his answer. I mean her answer. The purpose of a user need analysis is to define the audience, identify user goals, okay, establish usability goals, identify design constraints, and define functional specifications. Ini the purpose of need analysis. Ya, tujuannya. Nah, pertanyaan saya tadi di sini adalah why do you think that need analysis in material development is important? Ya, ini kan? Ya, kita cari yang mana kira-kira jawabannya ini. Several research methods inform user need analysis. Research method inform user need analysis, including task analysis. Ini pembagian dari need analysis based on the research method. Ada task analysis. We analyze the task given to the students and survey. Yeah. Analysis of user requirement is important because the interface design will be based on this information. Apa mungkin ini jawabannya ya, jawaban termuti. Analysis of user requirement. User requirement. My question is still in line with this. Why do you think this is personal? What is it? Personal opinion, yeah, based upon your own opinions. So, if it is going to be based on the theory or method or something that is related to other people's opinion, that's quite okay, no problems at all. But what most important thing for you, for everybody in this class, is that state your own opinion. Ya. Nah, di sini kayaknya belum mengarah pada own opinion, pendapat sendiri. Walaupun ini mengatakan analysis of user requirement is important because the interface design, the design of analysis over here will be based on this information. Kemudian dia mengatakan wrong assumption or goal about user. User here is the one who want to use the result of analysis. Yeah. If you think that we need to analyze the material development, so the user of the material is going to be teacher, student, or probably someone who needs more information about what we created. Okay, class? Yeah. Do you think that looking at this answer, kelihatan jelas nggak ini?
Jelas, Pak.
Ya, jelas Pak.
Ya, Pak.
Okay.
Ya, jelas.
Do you think that this answer show personal opinion?
Personal opinion.
Apakah ini menunjukkan pendapat pribadi dari teman kalian?
Maybe.
Ini pendapat pribadi apa enggak? Kira-kira. Siapa yang mau menjawab? Bisa Nova, ada Pak Nova. Gimana Nova?
Bentar, Pak. Wait, sir.
Oke. Is it personal opinion?
According to me, from Mutis writing masih belum menuju ke personal opinion menurut Mutis.
Ya,
Karena
why? Kenapa?
penulisannya di sini masih berdasarkan yang ada di jurnal yang dianalisis. Jadi untuk pendapat Mutis pribadi mengomentari dari jurnalnya itu masih belum keluar kata according to me atau berdasarkan menurut saya. In my opinion, just like that.
Okay, right, good. What about the other? What about the other opinion? Do you agree with Nova's opinion that Mutis here doesn't state her own opinion about the question reflected to her answer? You think so? Setuju dengan Nova? Atau mungkin punya pendapat lain? feel free ya. Feel free. You don't have to be silent. Walaupun silent is golden in wise word, but here you are learning a foreign language, you should be very talkative. Ya, harus cerewet ya kalau belajar bahasa Inggris itu, nggak boleh diam. Oke?
Me, sir. Me,
Yes.
sir.
Who is it? Siapa itu?
Bu Alfi. Bu Alfi.
Bu
Alfi.
Alfi. Ya, Bu Alfi. Monggo, Bu Alfi. Silakan. What's your comment?
May I answer the questions based on my
Your own answer.
yes.
Okay, yes, sure. Let me stop sharing this one first. Saya coba apa namanya, bukakan punya Bu Alfi ya. Alfi. Assignment 4. Oh ini. Alfi Laila ya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, Bu Alfi. Wait a minute. You have to be patient. Right. Okay, here we go. Silakan, ini jawabannya Bu Alfi. Why do you think that need analysis in material development important? Ini glossary-nya ya. Solely, disregarded, cognizant, ya, impulsion, ya, ini ada dalam use bilingual, ya.
Yes.
Menggunakan bilingual. Seperti saran teori kemarin yang chapter 2 ya. Chapter 2 kemarin we don't use rule anymore but we use form gitu ya. Oh sorry, we don't use form but we use meaning ya. We don't use single language but we use bilingual for today's teaching learning. Oke, ini coba dibaca sendiri Bu Alfi.
Okay. Because needs analysis guides teachers to select appropriate tasks and content, and teacher statements of goals, and to provide a better understanding of the purpose of instruction for the learners.
Okay, can you elaborate more? Bisa dijelaskan lebih lanjut Bu Alfi mungkin? What do you mean by
the teacher needs to analyze the material before teaching,
okay,
to make appropriate material for the students. What is she or he going to teach about the material? For example, in this class, the teacher wants to teach recount text. So the teacher should select appropriate text based on a recount text for the students. So the students can understand about what is a recount text, the generic structure of recount text, and so on. I think something like that.
Okay, so you mean that we have to look at the purpose or the objective of the study we are going to teach beside the selecting appropriate material, selecting appropriate task and content. We have to see statement goal ini ya, the objective of what we are going to teach. All right, good.
Yes.
Anyone else want to give some comparison between Bu Alfi's answer and Bu Termuti's answer? Mungkin ya Pak Siki mungkin.
Saya Pak.
Yeah. Okay.
According to me, in my opinion, a good planning for the implementation of learning needs, perencanaan yang baik untuk sebuah pelaksanaan sebuah kegiatan pembelajaran itu memang sangat diperlukan, Pak. Karena dengan need analysis kita dapat mengetahui kemampuan dan potensi dari siswa dan kemudian hambatan-hambatan dan kita bisa membagi kelas menurut kemampuan mereka, kira-kira seperti itu, Pak.
So you think that in today's classes sometimes we have as I told you yesterday that the class contains heterogeneous groups. Yeah, there are so many students on average have the same ability, but the other student on average have low ability, and the last one is going to have a high ability in terms of the student on average. So do you think that it is also necessary for us to see the students level in that case, Pak Siki?
Yes, yes, I think so. Kita harus melihat kemampuan mereka dan kemudian kita bisa mengelompokkan kepada kelompok belajar sesuai dengan kemampuan. Karena menggabungkan siswa yang sangat low dengan yang sangat high level itu memang agak sulit untuk menerapkan suatu teknik pembelajaran. Jadi harus mengetahui dulu kemampuan lalu menetapkan kebutuhan dari setiap tingkat level yang ada.
Ya, setiap level yang ada ya. Walaupun satu kelas itu kadang-kadang berbeda-beda heterogeneous.
Ya, tapi maksudnya tidak terlalu jauh bedanya, Pak. Ya.
Okay.
Kita bisa mengelompokkan.
So we have to check on the average levels. Ya. Jadi kemampuan rata-rata yang diperhatikan tidak hanya yang tinggi saja atau yang rendah saja. Okay, alright, good. What about Wahyu? Pak Wahyu mana Pak Wahyu? Let me check Pak Wahyu's answer ya. Coba saya lihat jawabannya Pak Wahyu ini apa ini. I'm not sure yet. Are you still with me, Pak Wahyu?
No.
No.
Pak Wahyu, where are you, Pak Wahyu?
Where are you, Pak Wahyu? Okay. This is your answer. Why do you think analysis and material development important?
Come back.
Ini Pak Wahyu ya. Wahyu mana Wahyu? Nah,
Still connecting.
Still connecting. Let me check. This is Pak Wahyu's answer. Hello. Are you with me, Pak Wahyu? Oh, still connecting. Sudah ada kayaknya. Ya, Pak Wahyu sudah ada kayaknya. Belum on ya. Oke, saya ganti yang lain. Bu Irma mungkin, Bu Irma. Let me check Bu Irma's answer ya. Irma Janis meeting for. Why do you think need analysis is important? Ini kan? Silakan Bu Irma.
With my own words, sir.
Ya, saya bukakan dulu.
I think that that analysis is very important for when we want to making material, because of we should prepare everything when we want to teach the students. Example like the Mr. Vicky said, that we have to analyze the classroom, maybe the knowledge of the students, in order we can get the best purpose of our lesson.
The purpose of our
So need analysis is So need analysis is very important to do before making the material.
yeah, it is very important, yeah, before making the material. And also we take good look at the purposes, the goal. Nah, ini jawaban Bu.
Yeah, the goal of the
Yeah. This is your answer. Because need analysis may provide the basis for planning goal and objective. Ya, hampir mirip dengan Pak Sigi tadi. Planning goals and objective, tujuan dan tujuan secara umum dan secara khusus dari our teaching. So we need to look at this very carefully for future program, because need analysis usually is used for teaching learning activity in the future. Not today, because we are still in the process of creating the material. And also for developing syllabus design and teaching material for the course. Ya, ini ya jawabannya. And a program that attempt to meet student perceived need for the student will be more motivating and successful. Sometimes we can use need analysis by by asking the student to answer the questionnaire. Ya. Kita bisa mengajak mereka, bisa meminta mereka untuk menjawab angket ya, dengan dengan menggunakan need analysis. Like what I did last 2 weeks ya, 2 minggu yang lalu. Probably I share you Mentimeter. You still remember? If I want to ask a student to answer or to provide feedback from my question, they need to have thorough questionnaire to be used for need analysis, to be used for our purpose of having need analysis. Okay, ada lagi yang mau menjawab? Why do you think need analysis is important? Bu Rambu segera dikumpulkan sama Bu Nova ya. Sudah dikumpulkan apa belum? Saya belum cek di LMS. Yang belum. Kemudian from Pak Arif ya. Pak Arif, just send me
ya Pak.
Just send me the list. This is not judul Pak Arif ya. This is only
Ini dari teman-teman, Pak.
Well, what I'm asking you, okay, coba saya cari dulu di sini.
Give me explanation more.
Is the title, ya. Yang saya minta kemarin adalah judulnya bukan.
The title from the topic.
Iya, bukan ininya,
Bukan topiknya saja gitu Pak ya.
Bukan topiknya saja, ya. So kalau yang seperti ini, like what you, nah ini yang dari Farid nih, dari teman-teman katanya ini ya. Ini list judul listening Pak Wahyu, speaking Bu Alfi. Judulnya apa? Yang saya minta itu judulnya, bukan list topiknya. Contoh misalnya Pak Siki ya, ini pronunciation ya. For example. Developing student pronunciation through misalnya Quizy for students the second year student of junior high school misalnya begitu ya, seperti membuat skripsi itu loh.
Skripsi itu ya Pak.
Ya, judulnya seperti membuat skripsi, tidak hanya reading Rambu, vocabulary Nova. Yeah.
Misalnya developing the students pronunciation through recount begitu ya, recount.
Yeah. Developing student conversation through recount. Ya. Ya, kalau recount text biasanya reading ya. Reading comprehension. Yang sekiranya speaking. Yang speaking ya. Kalau yang listening ya listening. Ya.
Kalau pronunciation ini kan juga speaking, Pak, ya?
Pronunciation sendiri ya.
Sendiri ya?
Pronunciation itu bisa diukur melalui misalnya diminta membaca, ya kan?
Iya.
Pronunciation itu membaca sambil guru mendengarkan, itu kan keluar suaranya. Atau diminta untuk ngomong di depan, ya. Interview two students are having interview. This is also pronunciation, ya. Seperti itu. Oke, Pak Harif ya.
Ya,
So, what you need to to make it better, yang harus di revise not only the list but also the list of the titles, ya, bukan list of the person.
Sorry. Okay, the list of the title based of the topic.
Ya, based on the topic, ya. Yang sekali lagi yang belum kan jangan lupa di LMS karena kita masih pertemuan 3-4 minggu ini. Tidak apa-apa.
Yes, sir.
Yang belum seperti Gunapa, Burandu dan juga belum kayaknya. Atau yang lain-lain yang belum mengumpulkan tugas. Semua lengkap ya. Jadi tugas 1, 2, 3, 4. Ya. Tidak apa-apa. Telat kan misalnya. Well, any questions so far, class? Sebelum Zoom menutup dengan sendirinya. Because sometimes Zoom has only very limited time. Yes, Bu Irma.
Pak tadi bilang tugas 1, 2, 3, 4. Tugas 1 yang mana ya?
Tugas, iya ya.
Alright. 2, 3, 4. Pertemuan pertama kemarin kan masih kontrak kuliah itu ya. There is no assignment, yes. Ya, pertemuan 2, 3, 4. Sorry, ya. Yeah. I'm sorry, Bu Irma. I make mistakes and informing you. Assignment 2, 3, dan 4. Next week we are going to have probably holiday ya biasanya ya. Kan 2 minggu sekali ya kita adakan kuliah. Ya sambil persiapan lah judul-judulnya. Tidak hanya judul, kalau sudah 2 minggu lagi sudah masuk pada apa?
Sudah punya gambaran.
Ya.
Maybe.
Setidaknya kita discuss besok ya. 2 minggu lagi. 2 more weeks sudah menyiapkan judul ya.
Iya,
Right, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Kenapa, Nova?
Oke.
Katanya Pak Lazim itu tadi kan 2 minggu lagi. Itu berarti kuliahnya untuk yang semester ini sama seperti yang kemarin 2 minggu. 2 pertemuan ininya 2 minggu atau setiap minggu untuk daringnya, Sir?
Kalau menurut info dari Pak Ruspandi kayaknya ini kuliahnya 2 minggu sekali ya. Tapi
balik dari seperti awal ya.
Masalah apa namanya? Pelaksanaan perkuliahan bisa tidak harus menggunakan sinkronus. Kalau ini kan sinkronus ya, secara langsung. Kita langsung di LMS ya, tidak harus tatap muka begini ya. Bisa langsung buka LMS, kemudian komunikasi langsung dengan teks di situ. Kan kelas saya ini menggunakan Google Meet ya. Oh sorry, Google Classroom ya. Google Classroom yang kemarin mengumpulkan tugas itu.
Oh, berarti ini ya untuk pertemuan tatap muka sinkronus Zoom-nya ini 2 minggu sekali, terus untuk yang 1 minggu sekali itu berarti lewat apa itu namanya penugasan di Google Classroom, kah?
Kalau yang saya lihat tergantung dari ininya, tergantung dari masing-masing dosennya masing-masing, tergantung dari kebijakan masing-masing dosen. Nah, kalau kemarin kan ada kesalahan ini, Mbak Galuh itu. Ada kesalahan informasi. Ternyata minggu kemarin itu masih pertemuan 1 dan 2, ya kan? Pertemuan 1 dan 2. Baru sekarang ini pertemuan 3 dan 4. Ya, kalau 2 minggu lagi ada kuliah, berarti 2 minggu lagi itu termasuk pertemuan 5 dan 6 plus 1 kali UTS. Nah, makanya judul dan lain sebagainya kalau lebih lengkap lagi nanti dipresentasikan satu-satu 2 minggu lagi terkait dengan topik yang sudah dipilih. Paham ya?
Yes.
Apa ya?
Yes,
Jadi masalah perkuliahan dengan LMS secara langsung, secara tidak langsung, itu kebijakan masing-masing dosen. Tidak sama. Alright, yang lainnya? Before ending this session. Habis ini ada kuliah apa lagi?
Bu Umiwati Jawas.
Bu Umiwati Jawas kelas apa?
Teaching receptive skill.
Teaching receptive skill. Reading sama listening mungkin ya. Reading and
Reading sementara Pak.
ya.
Listeningnya sama Bu Umi Tursini.
Bu Umiwati Jawas sama Bu Umi Tursini.
Iya Pak.
Oke. Ya jelas ya kelas ya. Tugasnya yang untuk apa namanya yang dikirim Pak Arif tadi itu jelas.